a.k.a. White Jesus, a.k.a. Jesus Clark, makes history again in the 1-point win over the Dallas Wings today, 109-110. Caitlin makes history not only as the most double digits games by a rookie in WNBA history, but she also breaks the record as the single season most points scored by a rookie. Reality is here. Reality is here. We're going to talk about the game, the upcoming playoff predictions, and much more right after the intro. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the record-breaking shot that puts White Jesus in the WNBA history books. White Jesus! And she's also broken the record for assists in a season. Records are being broken left and right. Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, boys, girls, he's, she's, they, them, we's, or whatever you choose to identify as. Welcome to the W360, your home for all things women's basketball. I'm your host, CJSoFoolish, and welcome to another episode. What's up, guys? What's up, Lisa G? What's up, Sade? What's up, Tanya Williams? Lauren, I know you out there. Futuristic, Noah, E-Rogel. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the W360. If you are new here to the live, or if you are watching the playback and you are not subscribed to the W360, make sure you subscribe right now. We are a little over 100 subscribers away from 5,000. So we are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So tell a friend to tell a friend, tell a coworker, tell your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother. Everybody subscribe to the W360, okay? And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much for rocking with the W360 throughout the season. And indeed, my God, indeed, it was a good win today. I mean, who would have thought, besides us, who would have thought that White Jesus would come in this league and break all of the records that she has broken? And I want to tell you guys, another record that was broken today is she has this most double-digit games by a rookie in WNBA history. So that means she has surpassed those who said reality is coming. She has surpassed all of the media members who also played in the league. She surpassed your records too. It has to feel goofy. It has to feel goofy for you. I mean, that's the side of history that you are on. All the media members who said she was not be strong enough, she would struggle. This is a grown woman's league. Well, guess what? All of you are her children. Children. All of you. You're all White Jesus children. Not only did she come in the league and take this team with the worst coach in the universe, she's led this team to the playoffs, but she's also passed all of your records, shattered them. Cheryl Swoops. Oh my, Monica McNothing smart to say. Shanae. Andrea. Diana Taurasi. All of you. Dejanay Carrington. What records have you broken this season? None. She's come in your trap and took over the trap. season, let me tell you something. The WNBA season 2024, this documentary, my God, won't it be something to watch 20 years from now? I'm going to remember. I'm going to say, I remember when Diana Taurasi, the oldest player in the league, Cheryl Swoops, Shanae, Andrea, Monica McNothing Smart to say, were all praying each game that White Jesus wouldn't show up, and she came and shattered every record you could think of. MVP! 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 MVP. MVP White Jesus right now. And anyone that has something to say about it, you shut your pie hole. You shut your pie hole right now. White Jesus, and also shattered the attendance records. Records are being shattered. Thank you, Stephen. White Jesus ended this game with 35 points, 2 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Aaliyah Boston also, I think, had a solid game. Aaliyah Boston is playing well lately. She's not scoring as much, but she's definitely been playing hard. Aaliyah Boston ended the game with 15 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a block. Now, the thing that concerns me for this team is, as far as going into the playoffs, you have to protect the boards better. And that's where NaLyssa Smith bothers me, because you have Aaliyah Boston battling with 6'7" Tierra McCowan, 6'7" Kalani Brown, and NaLyssa Smith is caught watching the game. At this point, NaLyssa, just get a bowl of popcorn and a drink. This team out-rebounded. They were killing Indiana on the boards. Now, NaLyssa, she had a solid scoring game, but my goodness, she's missing defensive assignment after defensive assignment, and she's giving up points and offensive boards. NaLyssa. And you almost want to say, get her out the starting lineup. But going into the playoffs, I just don't know what this will look like for this team. I really think at this point, NaLyssa is just starting just for chemistry purposes. And that's the wrong experiment. If anything, Christy, if you wanted to experiment with something, you should have pulled NaLyssa from the starting lineup instead of trying to experiment against the Aces with Christy Wallace. You should have pulled NaLyssa. Thank you, Stacy, for the super chat. Thank you, Daryl, for the super chat. What's up, Daryl? So that's the only thing. And I think what's happening is, especially as this team go into the playoffs, they're going to start exposing it. They're going to attack NaLyssa every time on the offensive end of the floor. I would. If I was playing against Indiana, I would say go right at NaLyssa. Backdoor cut her every time. She's not paying attention to the game. She's watching Netflix. Backdoor her every time. Give her the 3. And if you foul her, we're fine. She might not even make the free throws. So she's just very ineffective to this team. You're doing the wrong experiments, Christy. You're doing the wrong experiments. You're making the worst subs. Eric said, when is the last time Smith hit a free throw? Last season. Seriously, that is the biggest weak spot, in my opinion, on this team. Now with Lexi, there's no rim protectors. And Alyssa could be the X factor on this team, but she gives up too many points and boards. Nova says Berger can come play some defense at least. They've moved on from Berger. It's way too late in the season. Again, we're going into playoffs next weekend. It's too late in the season. You can't put someone in a playoff win or die game, win or go home game, who hasn't played all season. So you got to go with what you're working with now. But I just hope Nalissa shows up. This is the worst defensive team in the league. I think Fever is the second worst. So scoring 8, what did Nalissa have? Scoring 8 points I'm not worried about that. I would honestly take Damaris, who came in. Tammy had 7 points. Damaris had 6, but Damaris is clutch. She hit a clutch 3. And she's banging down low. Nalissa is watching the game with the rest of us. Nonetheless, overall, this game turned out to be exactly what I expected it to be, and that's a shootout. A shootout. No one's playing defense. I knew the game would end in triple digits from both teams, and it was really came down to who made more shots. Who made more shots? Seriously. So yes, Kelsey Clutch Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell ended the game 30 points, 1 assist. Lexi Hustle ended the game with 6 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. But even Lexi, at the end of the game, came through with hustle plays. And one thing I would like Christy to do is run more sets for Lexi. Run more offenses for her, because if you continue to run offenses for Lexi, she's only shooting the second highest percentage, 3-point percentage in the league. That's all. Not much. She's just probably the best shooter in the league right now. Why aren't you running offenses for her? Going into the playoffs, she can be that consistent fourth option. First option is White Sheeza. Second option should be Kelsey Mitchell. Third is Boston. Fourth is Lexi. Explore your offenses. You watch the Aces play. They use all of their players, even Chelsea Gray. When she wobbles up down court, she use all of her offensive options. Why aren't you drawing up offenses for all your offensive threats? Do you know that you have them, Christy? Do you even know? It's almost as if Christy is looking during the game and saying, I really think the coach should draw something up. Christy, you're the coach. Hopefully not for long, but my goodness. I know they won, but they only won by 1 point. This is a game you should win by 20. Easy. Easy if you run an effective offense. If you want to get past the first round, if you don't want to get past the first round, Christy, just tell the world so we don't get our expectations up. Let us know ahead of time. Natasha Howard did have a good game. Natasha Howard cooked. Natasha Howard had a good game. Guys, if you are in the chat, please like this video. If you have not liked this video, please like this video. Merch is on the way this week. I am wearing another Shut Your Pie Hole shirt right now. This is a different color. There will be different isms available and different colors available. The merch line is dropping this week. This will be the first item available in multiple colors, guys. So please make sure, if you're not, follow me on Twitter at the W360_, and make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that way, you can know when the merch line drops, okay? Make sure. And hit the like button. If you're watching, don't just sit and watch it. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Okay. Timmy needs to work on her offense in the paint. I want to see how I want to word this about Timmy. Timmy Fagbinley stuck out, and I'm going to be nice about this. Timmy Fagbinley in the beginning of the season was able to stick out, and she was able to become a go-to option because at that time of the season, that's when Indiana, this is when Aaliyah Boston was running like she had sand in her shoes. And this is where the team was out of whack. Kelsey Mitchell was a black hole, and she wasn't hitting anything. The whole team's chemistry was off. And every one of us kept yelling, run the floor, so White Jesus can have a target. Timmy at that time was the only one that ran. That's it. She was the only one that would run the floor. But now that everyone has adjusted to the speed that White Jesus plays, and everyone has gotten a little bit better, I think that Timmy just doesn't fit in that much with the offense. She doesn't. She's traveling. Thank God the refs are poo. She's traveling when she gets the ball. She plays hard, but her shot selection is questionable. She's missing around the rim. You know, Timmy's lovely. But Timmy was able to stick out because she was the only one that would run the floor at the time. But now everyone is running the floor. And Timmy, we just need you to give a little more, sugar. We need you to give just a little more, Timmy. These mistakes at this point of the season. Timmy, how many layups you gonna miss, sugar? All right, she's lovely. Timmy's lovely. She seems like a nice girl, but Timmy has to be the X factor. And this is just if Indiana wants to get past the first round in the playoffs. I have high expectations. I want Indiana to get past the first round in the playoffs. We're not settling for, well, at least we make the playoffs. No. You're going to the playoffs and you're going to get to the second round. And in order to get to the second round, Alyssa Smith needs to get off this floor. Timmy has to convert. And Katie Lou minutes needs to be limited. And White Jesus has to perform. She has to have this type of stat line. Kelsey Mitchell has to have the type of stat line that she had tonight as well. Aaliyah Boston has to play big. And they can, because more than likely they're going to play Connecticut in the first round. So, yeah. What's up, PP? Good to see you in the chat. A Prey says she's a lovely girl, just off her game at the moment. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think that she's off her game because she's doing the same thing she was doing in the beginning of the season. She's running the floor, right? But when you run the floor, Timmy, we need you to make the layups. Play within your game. ES says Katie Lou lacks confidence. She can play. She got to find it in the offseason. She can't find her confidence during the playoffs. This is live or die time. So this is the point of the season to where everyone has to be on top of their game. Lexi Hustle had a great game, but missing layups at the end of the game like that, everyone is going to come out, especially Alyssa Thomas in the first round. They're going to come out ready to put you all out. Everyone has to be on their game. If you're lacking confidence, see you next season. See you next season. But this is the point of the year where everyone has to come ready to play if you want to win. If you want to win. If you don't want to win, then just tell me so I can cancel my membership in my YouTube TV. Tell me so I can save my money and time. Katie Lou needs to be investigated. Katie Lou is making $250,000 to go out and do what she's doing. So between Katie Lou, Christy Sides is getting paid $500,000, $500,000 to be this bad. Erica Wheeler, she's getting paid, what, 600 and something thousand? We're talking about almost $1 million. Thank you, Spirit E. Thank you so much for the super chat. Love watching you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I mean, $1 million. This is almost $1 million going down the drain. You're telling me $1 million on this Indiana Fever roster can't be put to better use, starting with a better coach. Start a petition. See if Lisa Bluter will come coach. I'm sure she'll take the extra $500K. See if she'll come coach. I'll do it for $200. Louise says they need to run some plays so Lexi can hit some threes from the corner. Leroy says Erica Wheeler Erica Wheeler is the most overpaid cheerleader that I've ever witnessed. $600,000. You could give Erica Wheeler $75,000 just to do what she's doing. That's be positive and motivate the team. $600,000. Come on. This is why the league struggled. Thank you for the super chat. CJ, can I see your shirt? I'm going to buy one. Can't wait till you release. Yes. Here's another look at the Shut Your Pie Hole shirts, guys. Shut Your Pie Hole. This is another look. Last episode, I had the orange shirt with the black font. This episode, black shirt, red font. Shut Your Pie Hole, guys. The merch is dropping. The website is dropping this week. It's dropping this week, so I hope everyone is able to grab a shirt. Definitely going to have some Stinky Dirty Diaper shirts. Going to have White Sheezus shirt. Definitely going to have a Deal With It shirt. So it's definitely going to be, it's a line. I'll be transparent, guys. It's my first time launching merch. So all of this is new, so I'm going to start out slow. I want to start out with the Shut Your Pie Hole shirts, just to see what it does. I definitely have, professionals with me because I can, this is new to me. So I'm excited. I am very, very excited. The people that I've added to my team that's helping with this has a ton of experience in this type of merch sales and websites and things like that. So super excited. Please, please, please get your Shut Your Pie Hole shirts when the merch line drops, okay? Liz E, do you have your channel name on the shirt? Yes, I will add the W360 on the shirt. This is just samples that I pulled from our sample line, okay? So yes, certainly. W360 needs to hire NCAA refs. W360 needs to hire almost new in every department, from media to refs to coaches. Sweep away. Just sweep away. JJ said Wheeler is an okay deep bench player. Katie Lou should be locked out of the building. Wheeler lately has been giving better minutes than she has in the past. I'll say that. Better. She's not getting it in and bouncing the ball off her little foot. She's and doing just dumb things on offense. She's giving solid relief minutes, shooting a little too much. Nonetheless, she's definitely she's doing better than she has been. Let's look at some highlights from the game, some of the fun plays that I picked from this game, guys, and then we're going to talk about playoff predictions. What else is going on around the league, and then we're going to get out of here on this Sunday. Thank you for the super chat. What do you think of Arike's game? Arike Ogunbowale broke a record this game. She's the fastest player in WNBA history to reach 4,000 points. However, I think Arike is a remarkable highlight reel. I think she's a remarkable highlight reel. Amazing guard. Would never want her on my team. It's almost as if Dallas is, and I love Coach Trammell. Can't wait to have lunch and a beer with Coach Trammell. Love Latricia Campbell. Love her. I root for Latricia Campbell. Trammell. I'm sorry. Wouldn't want Arike on my team. She's very streaky. One game she'll give you, like she did today. One game she'll give you, what does she have? 27 points. And the next game she'll have 4. And she'll go 2 for 64 or 2 for 32, realistically. Right? But this game, she shot 58%. That whole Dallas organization, I think Arike should go to her team more. You got 2 6-7 posts. I think they should use Tierra McCowan more. Kalani Brown could be used more, but Arike comes down and just takes all the shots. Like, she's a great horse player. Her highlight, she's just hitting ridiculous shots. But to me, she doesn't make anyone around her better. It's just Arike. When you watch a Dallas game, it's Arike taking the vast majority of the shots, and she's streaky. So, good guard. She can stand out in this league right now, but when other guards come into the league and as the league continues to grow and they're making their teams better and everyone around them better, I think Arike is going to sort of continue to fall by the wayside. She'll provide great highlights and maybe buzzer beaters or something like that, but as far as making people around her better and leading her teams to wins, I don't really see that for Arike. She's that guard that, the player that you can go to like World Gym or LA Fitness and see and be like, oh, wow, she's good. She can shoot, or she can sit around and play horse all day, But wouldn't want her on my team. No. Say far away from my team. No. But Satu, she's going to be a free agent at the conclusion of this season. I think Sato Sabally could certainly come to Indiana Fever and be a fan. Get Nalissa. Trade Nalissa for Sato. Send Nalissa to Dallas. Send her to Dallas. Isn't she from Texas? Send her home. See, seriously. Arike is skilled. She's just not a team player. Wouldn't want to coach her, wouldn't want her on my team. Thank you, Robin. Thanks. I see your message. Thank you. Satu is great. Yes, I'm hoping that's who they're looking at. Certainly the first person should be out of town is Nalissa Smith. Get her out of my town. Get her out. She wants to go. Let her pack her bags and go. And open the door for Satu. Satu wants fans. You remember after the last Dallas game where all of White Sheets' fans showed up to Dallas and Satu said, I wish that was here for us. Come on to Indiana, Satu. They'll show up and cheer for you. And you don't have to be on a team where someone else takes all the shots. Seriously, what do you need, Lynn? What do you need to make this happen? I'll give my own money. You can pull some money from Wheeler's check. Certainly just cut Katie Lou's check. If you're going to keep Christy Sides, then maybe she should make this a volunteer position and you get Satu on this team. Noah Linden, thank you for the super chat. Noah says, would you trade Katie Lou for a Happy Meal? I'd trade Katie Lou. It wouldn't even be a trade. You don't even have to give us anything. Just take her. We'll actually give you two. You can take Katie Lou and Alyssa. Just take them. Take them. We don't even need a player. Just take them. Just take them. Jay Chitty says, what's up, Jay Chitty? I recognize your name from Twitter. I don't think Dallas will let her go. I believe they can make you stay even if you are a free agent. They'll try to offer her an amount of money to make her stay, but she certainly, if she's a free agent, she can go where, she's offered a considerable amount of money. Charles says, I love AB, but not a good day. I thought Aaliyah Boston played good today. I thought it was solid. She was banging again. Did you see Tierra McCowan? All right, let's take a look at some highlights, and then we'll come back and talk about playoff predictions. And I want to show you guys where playoffs start, or where Indiana lines up for the playoffs. The playoffs start next week. We're going to go over exactly how it works really fast. Not going to have you here all day. I'm not going to give you a research paper. But we'll go over exactly how it's going to line up. And then we're going to get out of here on this great Sunday, okay? But let's take a look at some fun plays from this game. White Jesus. Oh! Guys, do you remember at the beginning of the season, White Jesus was struggling to penetrate? Look, and this is as worse as she's going to get. Talk about she hit the weight room. Timmy with the rebound. This was a nice move from Timmy. This was nice. Good move, Timmy. Nice shot. White Jesus. Aaliyah Boston with the layup. You keep listening to your gospel, Aaliyah. You did good. You did good, Aaliyah. Kelsey Clutch Mitchell with the step back three. Nice decision. Nice cut by Kelsey Mitchell. Let's also point out that Kelsey Mitchell is the best one on this team who moves without the ball. And this is why she gets so many backdoor looks. Look at Kelsey, which this team needs to work on as well. Moving without the ball, and Kelsey does a great job at that, resulting in another 2-point basket for Mitchell. Aaliyah Boston, good move. Missed the bunny, but Melissa came in to tip it back in. Nice job, Melissa. What was that? Aaliyah with the strong move. Kelsey Mitchell. Can we just talk about how those shots used to drive me crazy in the beginning of the season, but now when she pulls it, I stand up and put up my hands as a 3-point, because my goodness, Kelsey is knocking it down. White Jesus! White Jesus, oh, between the legs and to the basket. Come on, Steve Nash. Mixed with a little bit of curry. White Jesus for the three. Yes, Jesus.
Are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history.
Clarkonomics, my friend. Clarkonomics.
There it is.
That is a
Clarkonomics, my friend. Clarkonomics. We're not only breaking basketball records, we're breaking attendance records. What was that? How many people?
And the Fever are going to be over 200,000 high.
Guys, the last time this league saw this many people attending the games total was back in 1999. This was before social media was even around. There are over 200,000 more attendees from 25 years ago. 25 years ago. Last time this many people were showing up to games was when the little Nokia cell phones was out. You remember the cell phones where you used to play Snake on? Remember that game? And I don't even know if those were out then. It was before the invention of cell phones. Monica McNothing smart to say. Why don't you point that out? Monica McNothing smart to say, Cheryl. Over 600,000 people are showing up. Mind you, this is a season that lasts 3 months. Are showing up to see White Jesus. And you guys have the nerve to say this was a league that was growing before she got here. No, it wasn't. The last time even close to this amount of people that were showing up, you saw the chart was back in 1999. I was this big. Clarkonomics. You get her whatever she wants, and don't you give her another tech. White Jesus is here, her fandom is here. Don't want to hear anything else about it. Deal with it. Seriously. I mean, back then when nearly this many people were showing up to a game, you couldn't even call anyone and say, hey, I'm outside. You want to know why? Because the only thing that existed back then were payphones. Make sure you guys get your merch. Shut your pie hole. Get your merch. Merch line dropping this week. Rhonda Stewart says, I had my daughter in 1999. Rhonda says, I had my daughter in 1999. She's 25 years old in Prego with my second grandson. This is phenomenal. This WNBA season is phenomenal. My goodness. Seriously. Now, all of you, you doubters and you haters, you shut your pie hole and you thank White Jesus. You thank White Jesus. Look how much has changed. Everyone is going to get money. Last season, they didn't care if you got to the game or in a bus or an Uber. Some of you were Ubering to your own games. Now you're flying charter. Shut your pie holes saying that we were growing anyway. No, you weren't. A 12-year-old boy that just hit puberty was growing faster than the league. You shut your pie holes and you thank White Jesus now. Seriously. Seriously. Just give credit where credit's due. That's all people want you to do. You can't keep trying to talk around and say, well, we were growing. Look, it would have took you another 100 years to get to these numbers. Seriously. Just give credit where it's due. And not only is she bringing people out, it might give a mid performance like Paige might do. She's giving a show. All right, we're going to look at the playoffs, guys, and I'm not going to hold you long. I know it's NFL Sunday, and I know a lot of you probably want to get to the football game. So I do want to let you guys know, y'all funny in this chat. Mimi Porter says, one question. I'm not answering your question. All right. Plus tickets were way cheaper back then. Absolutely. 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 So guys, I want to talk about, actually, let me let you know of Dallas. Have to be fair. Sato, she ended the game with 27 points. Sato cooked. She cooked this game. Mimi Porter, I see your comments. She cooked this game. She had 27 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and a block. Natasha Howard, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Arike Agumboale had 27 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Tiara McCowan, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, and a block. JC Sheldon, I root for JC Sheldon as well. She's having a great season. Not a good game. 4 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 3 steals. Kalani Brown ended the game with 6 points, 2 rebounds. I really think Kalani could give a lot more to this Dallas team as well. Kalani, you're 6'7", 240 pounds. You don't even have to try very hard. How do you only have 6 points against one of the worst defensive teams in the league, Kalani? Kalani plays like she just is playing because she's been asked to play because she's tall. I don't know, but I really think between Kalani Brown and Tiara McCowan, how are you both not dominating? You're 6'7". Both of you are 6'7", and I think one is 6'8", 230, 240 pounds. There's a reason LT doesn't start you both at the same time. That's what has blown me this entire season, why Kalani and Tiara don't dominate more. Goodness, and Tiara McCowan is getting this technical foul, and she's just arguing at the refs. Tiara, overall, you stink. You should be more dominant. You should literally be leading the league. I'm not even going to bother to look it up now because I know I'm right. I don't think you lead the league in anything. But your height, you're 6'7", Tiara. 230 or 240 pounds. Kalani Brown, you're 6'7". It's the both of you. How are you both not dominating the paint? Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I mean, what are you getting texts for? The only person you should be mad at is yourself for how stinky you are. Maddie Secrets, I root for Maddie too. I loved her at Indiana. Her dad's a character. And I remember Maddie Secret's dad used to be in that audience. Maddie Secret's daddy used to be in the audience with his beer. And he used to be rooting his baby on. And I'm right there with you, Dad. If you're ever in Dallas, you let me know. I'll go get a beer with you. You let me know. I like Maddie Secrets. I like her dad. Seems really nice and fun. Maddie Secrets had 2 points, 1 assist. And, yeah, that's it. Jaylen Brown had 2 points. All right. All right, I want to let you guys know, in case you don't know, the playoffs start next weekend, okay? The playoffs start next weekend, and the schedule has been announced. I thought I sent the screenshots of the schedule. Well, I didn't. Just take my word for it. It's right here, folks. The WNBA playoff schedule has been announced, okay? So September the 22nd, which is next Sunday, will be the first round of the playoffs. All right? All 4 games will be happening next Sunday. It'll be matchup number 1, matchup number 2, matchup number 3, matchup number 4. Excuse me. And then that Tuesday, game 2 will happen of the first round of the playoffs. Tuesday, September the 24th. Wednesday, the second round of matchup 3 and 4 will happen on September 25th. Thursday, so on and so on if necessary, okay? So just to let you guys know, as far as the playoffs, if you don't know, the matchups number 1 versus number 8 will happen, okay? That's matchup number 1. The first place team versus the 8th place team. That's more than likely probably going to be New York and, oh, well, they're still battling for their 8th place position. All right. Matchup number 2 is the number 7 place team versus the number 3 place team. Matchup number 3 is number 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Matchup. Hell, I'm getting this mixed up. I can't see. Nonetheless, you see it up here. Number 6 and number 4 versus number 5. I'm doing a horrible job explaining this, but you guys see it up here. You guys see it up here. I'm going to do a breakdown of the matchups. But what will happen is Connecticut is going to end up playing Indiana Fever in the first round of the playoffs. That's more than likely going to be the first round. Indiana Fever will face Connecticut in the first round of the playoffs. I think Indiana can sweep. I think Indiana can sweep Connecticut. I do. I do think Indiana can sweep Connecticut. I do. So the playoffs start next Sunday, September the 22nd. Lisa G said, you need glasses, CJ. I have them, y'all. I have glasses. I really do. And I hate wearing my contacts. I cannot see this screen. I cannot see this screen. I promise you I have glasses, guys. They're right here. I have them, but the ring light glare off my screen, off my glasses, so I can't see them. The glare gets in my way, and I hate wearing contacts, so contacts dry out my eyes. So y'all know if you've been watching this channel, I'm always squinting. I cannot see. But you see it up here, guys. So next Sunday, Indiana Fever will be facing the Connecticut Sun. That's going to be the first round of the playoffs, okay? All right. And around the WNBA, just to let you guys know what's happening as far as scores, around the Phoenix Mercury and Chicago Sky. They play today. Connecticut Sun and the Aces, which should be a good game. I'm sure that'll be a very physical game. Connecticut Sun is leading or behind in the Aces 25-29. It's the end of the first quarter. The LA Sparks, shout out to Rakia Jackson. They're behind the Seattle Storm 13-24. Indiana Fever, led by White Sheezes, led by Sheezes Clark, beat the Dallas Wings by 1 point, 110-109. And the Atlanta Dream beat the Washington Mystics in overtime, 76-73. And the New York Liberty, they lost today to the Minnesota Lynx, which was a top team showdown, 79-88. Breanna Stewart ended the game with 38 points. Breanna Stewart put on a masterclass today. She had 38 points, 18 rebounds, 1 assist, and Sabrina Ionescu had 13 points, 2 rebounds. Nafisha Collier ended the game with 18 points, 13 rebounds, and Carlton ended the game with 19 points. So I have to go back and look at that game. From what I see on social media, that was a good game. And Chicago Sky is up on Phoenix Mercury 24-22, and the first quarter just ended, okay? So, Shay is laughing. So, that's what's happening around the WNBA. What's up, Michelle? What's going on, Michelle? That's what's going around the WNBA, okay? Other than that, guys, we are going to wrap up for today's episode. Again, please subscribe, turn on your notifications. Follow me on Twitter at the W360_, okay? The W360_. That way you can definitely, be one of the first to know once the merch drop, okay? We'll be releasing merch this week. Definitely we'll be releasing merch. Michelle says, I gave up on Sides. She is not worth my health. Yeah, I'm not letting Christy Sides give me a stroke. I tried. When she got Coach of the Month, and when she do good things, I try to point it out. But Christy Sides stink. She stinks. She stinks. Get her out of here. Stinky, dirty diaper. Seriously. And I'm going to say that to the end of time, Christy. I'm going to say it to the end of time. When you do good things, we'll point out the few good things that you do here and there. We'll let you know you did good. You did good, Christy. Go get yourself a steak. You did good. But we're going to tell you when you stink. And lately you've been stinking. I cannot believe Christy Sides put Christy Wallace in the game against Vegas and Katie Lou. What were you thinking, Christy? And then you scribble up a play, and you don't let your team know Aaliyah Boston takes the game-winning 3 against Vegas, even though it was wide open. If you ask Christy Sides, it was wide open. It was a good shot. Just because it was open doesn't mean it was a good shot. Christy, she's made 2 threes on the season. You had Lexi Hustle in the game, White Jesus and Kelsey Mitchell on the court, but you draw up a play to go to Christy Sides because you're a gym school PE coach coaching a WNBA team. Because in your mind, you thought everyone in America knows that either Kelsey's going to take the 3, White Jesus is going to take the 3, or Lexi. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fool everyone. And I'm going to tell Aaliyah Boston to take the 3. You stink, Christy. You stink. Stinky, dirty diaper. She stinks. Seriously. Nonetheless, guys, happy Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can catch the content that will be put out throughout the week, next week. Make sure you catch the live. Until next episode, take care of yourselves, okay? Peace and so